chunk of damage. Bisu at this point, though, targeting both of the Nexi, maybe? And has his own DTs in there to pick off the Dragoons and force Movie right out of there. Oh, Bisu instantly gonna pick up his natural expansion yet again. Talk about clutch performance. He's not gonna be able to take down the Nexi, but the only probes Movie has is at his new third. Not gonna lose any Nexus, thankfully for him. Still had that shuttle in there, but no Reavers at this point. So Bisu, wow. Okay, I think I got some of my focus back with that. Insane play. I do not understand why Movie did not. He spotted the shuttle. Oh, Bisu. No, I mean Movie. Sorry. Oh, Movie. Did I sound just a little bit less sympathetic when I realized it was Movie's shuttle? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Movie. I love you. These are two of my favorite protoss players. Movie, oddly enough, Movie's not one of the dragons, but I definitely think at this point he's reaching the level of a dragon. I think he's like the young dragons. Bisu yet again going to move up with 2 shuttles at this point, and there is an observer finally spotting this up. I'm going to see what the Bisu going to try to abuse and try to pick off those Nexus. Going to get 1 DT into the main observer. Oh, dear lordy. No probes, no saturation. DT just going to move into the natural expo. It's going to get picked off, though, unfortunately. The observer coming back in time. But Movie still has no production of units at the moment. Bisu finally going to be able to get his own expo going. Going to be able to restop his natural expansion. I can hardly tell where this is going, where this game is. This is insane. And I think that Bisu's 5 o'clock has confused me this entire game because there's always been some sort of blue blip there, which I'm always like, what is that? Is that a base? That can't be a base. But yeah, starting off with Bisu, Movie puts down his expo beyond the eggs. Bisu puts down his expo at the 9 o'clock. Movie goes out, catches Bisu teching, picks off the actual expo. Bisu just desperately tries to fight off in one while only having 1 base. Moves out with a dropship and 2 DTs. Goes out there, kills every single probe at the natural and the secondary of Movies. Movie desperately picks up a 3rd as that happens. Managed to save like 5 probes to that natural expansion. And yeah. Oh dear God. Almost gets both of his Nexus's snipe. Has a dropship coming out there actually with speed. There are a couple of Dragoons ready there, so we're gonna see though he still might get a drop off. Is gonna be able to get a drop off? No, Dragoons are gonna be in time. Bisu meanwhile gonna actually drop 4 Zealots. Oh no, there's a Reaver! Oh no, there's going to be a Reaver, and just with that Reaver, I think he's going to be able to save Nexus, but this is Bisu's Nexus sniping crew. Oh dear God, that Nexus is going to go down. This is hilarity. Is that Nexus going to go down? 1 more Zealot? No! Oh, 32 health on that Nexus, and 4 shields. Oh man, that would have been awesome. Man, oh man, oh man. If that Reaver hadn't been there, just Movie with nothing but absolute luck having that Reaver there. We saw Bisu expanding at the lower left hand at the beyond the egg secondary. That's what I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call the natural expo beyond the eggs a secondary. I'm gonna call the natural expo down the range. Bisu gonna try to go for something like this again. 2 goons this time around. Then just need to get a volley off on that Nexus, and the Nexus goes down. Oh dear God. Both players at this point have a huge ground army on the ground. Bisu gets caught off guard a little bit, moving out downwards. So, Movie out there with a couple of Reavers and some quite decent amount of Dragoons. But Bisu, I think, is actually a larger army. He's going to be able to catch him, box him in a little bit. He has a few forces on the left side. The Reaver's going to try to get as many scary buffs as they can. We're going to see what the Bisu going to have enough for this. We're going to try to snipe this Reaver. Shuttle going to go down alongside the Reaver. 1 single Reaver. The both Reaver's going to be sniped there. Bisu has more than enough Dragoons, I think, to finish this off as more Reavers are coming in. So Movie has 1 additional Dragoon coming in from the back, and that's going to be enough. And that's not going to be enough at all. Bisu going to be able to fight this back. Some more Reavers are coming in now for Movie. Bisu going to be able to fight this off. So he's mining on 3 bases. Movie going to reestablish his main. It still has a Dragoon in there, firing at the Nexus inside the secondary. And oh dear God, unfortunately for Movie, his Reaver's not. Oh man, his Reaver's not helping him there. Bisu getting his 3rd gas going. 5 gateways. I think Movie has. I'm pretty sure Movie has more than that, but still not too great. Oh, Bisu managed to get 1 Zealot out there. get the shell. Was trying to go for yet another Nexus scouting troop, but this time around, Movie knows what's happening. He knows what to expect. Has some Dragoons ready. Also, actually putting down cannons at that position. So, actually, I think this has been a complete turnaround. I think Bisu's in a slightly stronger position now. He took down a lot of army. Picking off that Nexus, I think, was really what got him back into the game. Going to get a Forge down right now, so he's going to be behind in upgrades. But going to have some High Templars out there. Going to have some more tech. Going to have High Templars out there much quicker than Movie. Going to try to counteract that with no Reavers for him. She's going to add in gateways, get some High Templars out. They're going to try to continue macroing up, getting a huge Goon army out there. Yet again, Movie going to try to go for something funky. Has a shuttle in there. Bisu, unfortunately, nothing to defend. One photon cannon coming down now, but I don't think it's going to be up in time. Movie's going to be able to go towards that new base. I think Bisu actually had a probe there, which did not spot that. Bisu could be in a lot of trouble if this harassment happens. We're going to see what Bisu's reaction is going to be. Shuttle going to come in right now. Bisu is going to be able to move anything off the line. I think he was moving something off the line. Probes coming off the line. Scarab dud. Dud Scarab. A second Scarab. Another dud. So Bisu managed to save all the probes. Oh, okay, one probe dies. But Movie failed harassment. Bisu with enough timing pulls his probe off a line. Gonna go for another harassment inside the main. 4 Zealots with speed this time. This time their target, I'm pretty sure, are the probes. There is a cannon there to help out. The probes coming off the line to fight as well. Zealots gonna try to do as much as they can. And really, just both these players are very harassing players. They play... I can't say that they play a similar style aside from the fact that they harass a lot, but both of them do play a very harassment-heavy style, except that Movie, despite his funky harassment, is a overall bigger macro player. He is a more bigger macro player. He tends to orient himself around playing good large macro games with some funky things that he does here and there alongside to keep him along, to keep him going during a macro game, to keep himself economically superior to his opponents. Bisu plays a more of a harassing game to start off. And, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Bisu plays a style like that. It's just hard to explain, I guess. Both these guys have a similar style, but Bisu plays, I guess, more of a micro-oriented macro style, or what am I talking about? Both players have extremely similar macro, I guess, in that actually Movie had now with some DTs, so Bisu gonna have to get some observers in there to actually force them back. So at least Movie not gonna be able to push up, but he has a huge army compared to what Movie has on the ground. Well, yeah, I gotta say both players have a similar style of play, I guess, but Movie definitely has a stronger macro. He has more of a style that, like pull an army out of nowhere. DT gonna be out there for Movie, and a Zealot, 2 DTs in the Zealot that hold left in position. There is an observer in there, but no troops, so actually the probe's gonna go out there and try to engage. The cannon's not going to be able to do enough, but more Zealot's going to come in here for Bisu. Meanwhile, going to lose a lot of probes to this DT, and Observer finally going to take the DT down, but we're going to see what's actually going to try to move out there with some High Templar and some Zealots going to try to engage the forces of Movies out there. The forces of Movie. He'll take you to the movies. Anyway, that's not my joke. I'm not going to try. Bisu, we did see expand at the 3 o'clock position, and Movie might actually spot that it has a shuttle that's kind of gunning right by that location. So you're going to try to go for yet another harass. Bunch of probes coming off the line for Bisu. We're going to see whether they'll get spotted. Meanwhile, going to be an engagement. Storms coming off there for Bisu, trying to catch the Reavers. Meanwhile, there's going to be an opportunity for Movie to actually kill a lot of those probes. A lot of nice storms after Bisu. They're storming a lot of those Dragoons. Movie not dodging whatsoever, not microing them around a lot. All of his Dragoons melting. He's going to be forced back in the main. Some Archons coming in there for Bisu as well. Going to start splashing against those forces. Zealots and more Dragoons going to come in there. Don't think he has anything else coming in there. But meanwhile, Movie going to do some harassment at that 3 o'clock position. But overall, I think Bisu played a superior match. He's going to be able to penetrate inside his natural expansion. Movie now in a not as good a position. Not in a very, very good position here. He's going to be able to harass and prevent the 3 o'clock from mining. But Bisu now, inside of Movie's main, has a bunch of Dragoons and Zealots in there. Next is going to go down. Has an Archon in there as well, splashing the probes. The probes all going to go down. I thought maybe one would have escaped. But yeah, he's going to lose his natural expansion now. And Movie, unfortunately for him, doesn't have enough because he went for the natural secondary. He went for the secondary before he went for this natural expo beyond the ridge. Bisu might lose his 3 o'clock, but he's actually going to be able to push up the ramp. He's picked off a base with Movie, so I think he's overall still in a good position, despite the fact even if he might lose that base. Movie has one single High Templar there, 2 High Templars on the ramp, waiting for the opportunity to storm. Bisu has one more storm. Second storm he's going to use just to pick off that Archon, and GG. coming up there for Movie. I think his 2 high tempos were his last hope, but he lost that. So Bisu still in the game. Really fun to see these two guys that have similar style of play. I don't know. I'm trying to articulate how I think these guys are different, and I'm having a really hard time doing so. Because every time I say, well, they are a little bit different, but then I always find in my head, wait a minute, they're a lot of similar in this way, and they're a lot similar in that way, and they're a lot similar in this way too. So it's all I don't know. Anyway. That's going to be it for the second set. Bisu going to move out to the winners, where he's going to face up again good old Stats. So Bisu still in the game. Is there hope for Bork? Is there hope for Bork? We'll see. GG guys, wrenching out. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed. I shall see you when I see you.